Hi everybody, Thalia here, and today I will be making a video that is about Hunter x Hunter again. But since I finished the series, I've been kind of thinking about what I can do about Hunter x Hunter, making videos about it, lists, all of that kind of stuff. But one day, a person called Aminah Kamar, sorry if I missaid your name or anything, but this person sent me a message with the Hunter x Hunter tag, and I was like, oh man, this looks pretty awesome and this would be fun to make as well, so let's make it a thing and let's just do it and answer these questions, and then I can tag people who are also fans of Hunter x Hunter and then they can make it as well. And I think that would be pretty interesting to know the answers to these questions as well. So I will just get on with it and I hope you will enjoy this video. The first question is, what is my favorite arc of the series? So that's a pretty hard question, but then on the other side I'm also like, it's pretty obvious because I think everyone knows that York New City arc is my favorite arc from Hunter x Hunter, just because of Kurapika and the Phantom Troop. And the whole thing with Chrollo and just everything about it was so dark and awesome and epic, and especially the fights as well. So that was definitely the arc that made me love Hunter x Hunter even more than I did before. And it was also the first arc that made the series a lot more darker and gave Kurapika a lot of development and some of the other characters as well. And it was just very nice to see, and I just like the whole story about the Phantom Troop and all of that as well. And Hisoka was there, and like everyone was still together at that point, and I think that's also why I really enjoyed that arc. So yeah, York New City arc is definitely my favorite. The second question is favorite character. I cannot possibly choose one of them. I mean, I can, because I think it's pretty obvious I like Hisoka the most, but I'm gonna choose three, so I'm just gonna make this into like your three favorite characters, because it's already hard enough and I just wanna yeah, I need three. So my three favorite characters would be Hisoka, Kurapika, and Killua. Those three were the ones that interested me the most, and those were the characters that I connected with the most as well. And those are the ones that I have the prettiest figures of as well, so I mean, but yeah, those three are really important to me. But then again, I have a lot of other characters from this series that I love, really love, and some of those, or I'm just gonna mention them because I can't possibly choose one out of the series. But the other ones I really liked were Chrollo and the Phantom Troop on its own. It's like the best villains I've seen in such a long time. And then we also have Illumi, just because of the whole thing with Hisoka and Illumi working together and all of that stuff. I really like that. And then we also have Meruem, of course, from the Chimera Ants arc, and Neferpitou. So I would say OM Bisky, because I mean, she is so fucking badass, so she's really awesome. So those are like all of the characters that I like the most from the whole series. But yeah, I kind of said too much, didn't I? But yeah, anyways, those are all of my favorites that I can't choose from. But Hisoka, I mean, it's Hisoka. Next question is, what is your favorite fight in Hunter x Hunter? And that is a really hard one because there's so many good fights in this one. But I guess the ones that I can remember the most are definitely the fight with Kurapika and Uvojin. That one was so nice. And then before that, we also had Gon versus Hisoka, which was really entertaining. And then we also have all of the fights in the Chimera Ant arc were pretty epic, to be honest. But my favorite from that one would be Neferpitou versus Gon, and Meruem versus Netero. Those were like the big ones that really stood out and that just gave us so many feels. So yeah, those are my favorite fights. Again, I cannot choose one out of all of them because they're all different from each other, have different meanings, and it's just, they're epic in an, I don't know, in a different way, I guess. Number 4 is fight you want to see. I haven't really thought about this before, but I would really love to see another fight with Kurapika, since we haven't seen him since the York New City arc, and then at the end of the series we just saw him with like the Kurta eyes. So I just really want to see a fight with Kurapika because I really like his abilities as well, and it's just so awesome. I really like that. I wouldn't mind seeing another fight with Hisoka, of course, and it doesn't matter who he is fighting. It's always really entertaining whenever he fights. But yeah, when it comes to Kurapika, I guess I would love him to fight with the Phantom Troop again for some reason, although that is, you know, kind of done. That's a chapter that is kind of done. But yeah, and Chrollo, I miss Chrollo a lot, so seeing a fight with him and someone else would be really entertaining. But yeah, with who is really, it's a hard question for me because I saw all of the fights that I wanted to see, so I don't know, if they would have more fights in the future, I wouldn't mind it being with those characters that I just mentioned. Number 5 is most anticipated moment. There's so much I still want to see from Hunter x Hunter, especially because at the end they show us that there's so much more worlds to explore, and I guess I'm really curious about that, and I'm kind of curious about seeing more about Jing, honestly, like Gon, his father. I want to see more about that, but what I want more than ever to get back into the Hunter x Hunter series is the Phantom Troop, because oh man, I just had so many feels with the Phantom Troop, and I feel like they connect so well together and they work so well together that it is just like the perfect group to have as villains, and I just really like that. And of course, again, the whole thing with Kurapika and the Kurta eyes, I kind of really want to know what's up with him, because it was really dark seeing him at the end of the series, and I kind of hope if they would continue. I'm not hoping on that, but it would be cool to see how he got all of the eyes and all of that, and what he went through to get them, and how he has changed, because it seems like he has changed quite a lot. So yeah, and of course everyone wants to see Gon and Killua together again, so I think that's something that people want to see as well. So yeah, those are like the moments that I would wait for if it would continue. But so far I'm really glad with how the series ended, so I'm not expecting too much anymore or anything at all. It depends, but how the series was, it was good. I'm really satisfied with everything. Number 6 is favorite pairing. So there are a lot of pairings in Hunter x Hunter, and I'm just gonna say the obvious ones, which are Gon and Killua. I really love seeing them fight together, and just their friendship is so lovely. And then we have Illumi and Hisoka, which I love a lot as well. But otherwise, there aren't really pairings that I'm like, oh man, this is awesome. Them two together, they are perfect. So I would just say those two. And the last question is, on a scale from 1 to 10, how much do you rate this series? But it also says, how much do you like the series? So I wouldn't say this rating would be for like the entire series. It's just for my enjoyment. So when it comes to enjoyment, I would say 10 out of 10 for sure. But when it comes to the series itself, I would give it a 9 or a 9.5 out of 10, because it isn't completely finished, and there were some parts where I was like, this isn't really needed. But still, I enjoyed this so much, and that is what is most important to me, really. So yeah, that is kind of it for this tag. I had a lot of fun doing this, and thank you again to Amina for letting me know that this exists and for asking me if I wanted to do it. So now we move on to the people that I will be tagging, and I will be tagging Lou from, I was gonna say Sitting by the Windows, but it's not that anymore. Lou from Lou Talks Anime. I want to tag Aaron from Happily Aaron. I want to tag Miana from Miss Random Badger. And anyone really who is a super fan or just really likes Hunter x Hunter, feel free to do this tag, because it is a lot of fun and it doesn't take a lot of time either. And I think it is interesting to know the answers from other people. So anyone in the comments or watching this, feel free to just make this tag, because it would be fun if this would be a thing, and I'm just curious. That is it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, leave your thoughts in the comments. If you don't want to make a video on this, just put your answers in the comments. That would be cool as well. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you soon. Bye.